When it comes to health, diet is important on every level, and that's true whether you walk on 2 legs or 4. So today, in our Find a Friend segment, sponsored by Rascal Animal Hospital, we're talking about cats in particular and what they need to stay healthy. So we have head veterinarian Dr. Michelle Gonzalez with us, along with an adoptable cat, obviously looking for a new home. So Dr. G, thanks for being here again.
Thanks, Robin.
All right, who's with you?
This is Tippy No Toes.
Tippy No Toes.
Yes, this cute little girl, her name comes because she came as a stray and she has no complete back feet. So we don't know how it happened. She came in like that, but it doesn't slow her down. She still wants to run and play and do everything. She can use the litter box. She can do everything. Obviously, she needs to be an indoor-only cat. You know, she's going to be a little bit limited as to what kind of things she can jump up and down from. But other than that, she's really sweet. She's been purring the whole time and just being really lovey.
Yeah, I was going to say she's friendly. A lot of people, you know, cats, they don't always like to sit on the lap and kind of be that way, but she seems to love it.
Absolutely. And in a strange environment like this, you know, all the lights and everything, she doesn't seem to mind. So she seems really sweet.
So let's get into her diet, because that's what we're going to talk about today. And people probably just assume cats and dogs, other than the picture on the bag, they're kind of eating the same thing, but not quite the case.
Exactly.
Right?
As veterinarians, we hear a lot of kind of the idea of cats are just little dogs, and nothing could be further from the truth. Diets are different, even medications are different, a lot of different things. They get sick from different things and different diseases. So it's really important for people primarily to make sure that the food that they're giving their cats is actually cat food. One of the biggest reasons for that is that there is an amino acid that cats need called taurine, and that amino acid is added to cat food. It is not added to dog food. And the lack of that amino acid can cause cats to become blind, and it can cause really serious heart problems.
So this is something that you really have to be careful. I mean, these conditions aren't something to just kind of heal the next day or that goes away. So they cannot also be made into vegetarians, which can happen with dogs.
Absolutely. Like cats are carnivores. They're strict carnivores, whereas dogs are omnivores, the same as us. So it is really important to understand that their dietary needs, regardless of what our thoughts are on what we want to eat, we have to understand that that's what they need. They need to have a meat-based diet. So that's where cat food needs to be purchased with a primary source of protein being meat.
Are we looking at certain things on the cat food as far as when we go shopping, there's a million different kinds that we need to make sure is included in their food?
We need to be sure, again, that it is a cat food, but then also all the different cat foods, the same as with dogs, and like we spoke a few weeks ago, there's a lot of different, the ingredients that are going into the food. And we have to be really, really careful to make sure that the primary ingredient is a meat source, a protein source. There are some foods anymore that the first ingredient is corn, some kind of byproduct, and that is not what cats need.
Okay, Dr. G, we also have dry food and we have the canned food. What's better? Should you alternate? How does that happen?
Overall, it's better to feed cats canned food. And I know that over time, we've been trying to tell people you should feed dry food so that their teeth are healthier, but cats are not very good at drinking water as much as they should. And so the canned food helps with the hydration part of it. Also, the canned food actually seems to help them lose weight better than the dry food, which seems a little counterintuitive because the canned food smells better, or smells richer than the dry.
Looks heartier.
Yeah, but apparently it actually does help them lose weight a lot better. And cats with certain problems like bladder problems and kidney problems, it's really important that they're as hydrated as possible. So again, that's where the canned foods come into play.
And you were talking before the show just about kind of the seriousness of the things that can happen if they're on a diet that's not right, if they're on a diet that's missing something. They come to you, and a lot of issues with bladder and kidney, right?
One of the most common problems that we see with cats is a condition called cystitis, which is inflammation of the bladder. A lot of people think that the cat urinating outside of the box or blood in the urine is a urinary tract infection, and cats rarely get actual urinary tract infections. They're normally caused by stress and inappropriate diets. So when they do that, especially with the male cats, they can become obstructed, which is a life-threatening situation. So that's one of the really important things about having cats in the proper diet.
That's scary. It's scary to think about that. Can you feed them raw food? Just thinking about, tuna and things. Is that okay for
There are people that will feed raw food. The problem with those is that they are not nutritionally complete. If you think about when a cat is eating in the wild, they're not nitpicking at what part of the animal they're eating. So when we try to feed them homemade diets, we have to be really careful about what we're putting in there. And that's where too, like some people say, well, they need to eat chicken, so I'm going to make them chicken and rice, that kind of stuff, it's not nutritionally complete. So it actually can cause all these problems, especially the taurine deficiency.
Okay, well, let's let people know Colony Cats and Dogs is where you can find this one. We have their website up on screen. They also are having a sale this month through the end of August. Certain cats are $9. So that's huge, normally $65. That is on our screen. So just contact them if you want to adopt Tippy No Toes. Is that what her
Tippy
name is?
No
Okay.
Toes, yes.
Tippy No Toes. All right. Well, thanks for being here, Dr. G.
Thanks, Rowan.